Testing. Testing, testing. Yes, what's good? I got some jokes. I'm in the Bronx. I'm in a good-ass neighborhood. People here are lovely, very fun. It's a good community. I have the first joke about my landlord. I was taking out my trash, and it was a good time. It always is a good time, taking out my trash. It's every single time there's always something happening that's very exciting and entertaining. And like, it wasn't that much trash. I was like, let me just take this trash out really quick. And I happened to notice there's a really nice vinyl record player, and I pick it up because I'm like, this is too cool to just toss out. And I pick it up, it's a little bit on the heavy side. It is a little bit on the heavy side. And I pick it up, I walk it over, and I notice, he wasn't there before, but my landlord is over there in front of the apartment building, and he's just standing there. And he's not even, like, doing anything. He's just kind of staring at me, and he's just literally standing there and not doing anything. And just, if I didn't know any better, it would look as if he's exerting authority over me in some weird way, or power over me in some weird way, as an intimidation tactic. But also at the same time, my sweatpants are falling down, and I start to feel them like fall down because I have like a lot of baggy clothes, I guess. I find my small clothes on the street or in the trash, which is a flex, by the way, in New York City. And they start to fall down, and I'm like, oh my gosh, let me just set this record player down really quick because I'm not about to pay rent like this, not just yet. My pants are about to fall down, and I'm not at that point of desperation. You know, give it a couple years. I stop, and he kind of looks like he wants to talk to me or something. So I say, what's up, Fidel? And I kind of set it down on the curb. What's up, Fidel? You want to talk to me? And he goes, and he kind of just has this like blank, unrecognizable, like vacant look on his face, like unreadable. And he just kind of uses his chin to point at the vinyl like record player that I'm holding. He goes, heavy. Heavy. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't understand why that's, are you offering to help me, or are you just pointing out the fact that I am literally struggling with this heavy piece of equipment? Like, are you gonna, that'd be like the same as if you came over to the door of the apartment building and you and I are both just standing outside the front door, and I'm looking at the door, and you're looking at the door, and you say, oh, that's a door. Are you just out here saying, like, easily obvious facts? Like, is that what landlords are good at? Like, you seem to be really challenging yourself to one noun sentences, like, heavy. Heavy. I don't need to hear what your wife said last night when you were on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to hear what your mom said when she was holding you when you were a baby. I don't get why you're out here saying one noun sentences like heavy. I don't get what that's doing for society or for your community. Why don't you challenge yourself to like maybe a sentence with a pronoun and a noun and an adjective? I think that you can maybe better yourself by reading a book or reading a thesaurus or a dictionary. You know, I think that maybe you might be able to get a full sentence in rather than just saying heavy. I don't need to hear that. That's not helping me. That's not making my load any lighter. I don't want to hear what your wife said to you when you were on top last night. You know what I mean? I have issues with people saying obvious facts to me and then not helping me. I'm like, cool, are you gonna help me carry this heavy load, or are you just gonna point with your chin and say, heavy? Like, what are landlords good for in this society other than wasting people's time and getting everybody's hopes up? I want to know. And I just think, maybe you could be really good at not breaking into people's apartments and then being better at speaking full sentences. Because he has broken into my apartment plenty of times. Like, he gets like a thrill out of it, like a criminal fucking psycho weirdo, I think, and like climbs through the fire escape and then comes in through my window. And other girls' windows too, have like shared stories where she's seen him in her apartment. And so he's really adept at breaking in like a criminal to his own tenant's restroom and apartment. And I'm just wondering, could you be a little bit more adept at speaking full sentences? Maybe helping me with a heavy load that I have here, and then could you be a little less good at breaking into your own tenants' apartments? I just want to know. What are landlords good for other than getting everybody's hopes up and or wasting everybody's time? I don't know. But the next bit I have is this theoretical situation where I would have a threesome with my boyfriend, and I think that I've always sort of been the jealous girlfriend, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And I mean, like, not like overly, but protective, at least to like a healthy degree, I would say. And I just have this like theoretical imagination scenario in my mind where I would be strong enough and flexible enough and cool enough to handle, because it is cool. I think it is cool to be able to watch your partner with somebody else. I think that's kiki. I think that's fun. I think it can be healthy, but I would have to probably work my way up to it. But this is my start to that imagination. So say we're in a hotel room. The girl and I are getting along really, really well, and it's going really well. We're having a lot of fun, and I ask him to go and get a condom. And I'm like, can you go and get a condom really quick? And he goes, and say we're in like a hotel room, right? And then like he goes into the bathroom and he comes back out. Not even like 2 minutes later, not even like 2 seconds later, like he's got that condom pretty quickly. And I was like somehow miraculously have my boxing gloves on my hands. Like no one ever heard the Velcro go on and off. And they're just like pink boxing gloves that I just like have perfectly on my hands. That is like already on there, and I have her in the choker hold like this, and I'm like, you think you can touch my man? And then he goes out and she's like, I'm like, you guys are cool. And I'm like, I got her like really supple in this choker hold, like, you think you can touch my man? And then he comes out and he's like, babe, whoa, what's going on? I thought you wanted this. You literally handpicked this girl downstairs at the casino restaurant to be your third. What's going on? And I was like, no, I know, baby. I just, I'm sorry. I kind of just lost my shit when I saw her hand on her chest. And he's like, I'm not even undressed yet. And I'm like, I know, and that's the way we're gonna keep it. And then I like still got this bitch in the choker hold, and I start to see her feet like kicking out on the floor, like in desperation. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, I guess I'll let you have some air. And I let her go, and she quickly like decides, okay, well, I'm gonna, bolt out the door right now. I'm gonna bolt out the door. She grabs her purse, and like a lightning bolt, she's gone out the door. And literally, she calls me a crazy bitch on her way out the door, and I'm like, yeah, and if I ever catch you looking or even breathing in the direction of my man, I will finish the choker hold job next time. And then he's like, I kind of like take a look around the room, and then he's kind of like taking a moment and kind of breathing a big O out of his mouth. And I'm like, okay, so you got that condom package in your hand. Why don't you unwrap that condom package and then get over here and fuck me like I'm the whole damn package? And then he's like, actually, I think I'm gonna head out with the boys tonight at the casino. And I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Well, let me know if you see any cute redhead girls out there that, might want to be our third. We'd have a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, I don't know about that, babe. I think you probably scared off half the girls in Las Vegas at this point with the last chokehold chick. I won't even be able to order at this point. I won't even be able to order a Bud Light from a female bartender. And I was like, well, yeah, that does sound challenging. Well, why don't you go out, have fun with your boys at the casino, and meet me for dinner at the casino restaurant dinner, a little specialized restaurant within the casino, and I'll make sure to order us some 2 ice cold Bud Lights and some aphrodisiac inspired foods to get us in the mood. Thank you so much, New York. My name is Kimberly.